Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about the brand new Sigma Dimensional Brushes Volume 2. These actually don't launch until tomorrow, but I wanted to kind of give you guys a little tutorial and talk to you about these new brushes. A little disclaimer before we get started is that these brushes were sent to me from Sigma Beauty, and this video is also sponsored. All of this review portion is genuinely my own, and I'm going to be completely honest with you guys and let you know whether or not I feel like these are worth it for you. So these brushes, like I said, launch tomorrow, August 22nd on sigma.com, and you can use the code DIMENSIONAL at checkout to get free shipping with these brushes. They retail for $25 each, which is a pretty good price because they are extremely good quality. It really matters what brushes you use when applying foundations and really any makeup. You will see a difference using a quality brush versus one that you paid like $3 for. So if you're interested in seeing my opinion and review on these brushes, then just keep on watching. So my skin is already moisturized and I'm going to apply my primer now, and I'm going to use the F87 brush, and I'm going to use this Peter Thomas Roth Max Anti-Shine Mattifying Gel. I'm just going to put this on my T-zone and on the areas that I tend to get a little bit oily. Before I did put on my Stila One Step Correct. It's like a moisturizer and primer all in one. So I've already done that and I didn't really need to use a brush to do that. I just used my fingers. But I'm going to apply this because it's kind of dry when it comes out of the bottle with my fingers on the areas. But I can take this F87 brush and just basically work it in to those areas. And then because I tend to have a lot of impurities and some breakouts and stuff in these areas, I do like to go in first and spot conceal. So for that, I'm going to use the 40 HD Kabuki brush, and I'm going to use some MAC Pro Longwear Concealer for that. So I'm just going to take a little pump of it, and I'm going to, since I'm spot concealing, apply it to those troubled areas. And then taking the 40 HD brush, I'm just going to blend that in and help start covering up those spots. So now that we're done spot concealing, I'm going to go back in with the F87 brush. I'm now going to apply my foundation. So I'm using this Lancome Teint Idéal Ultra Wear foundation, and I'm taking a couple pumps of that. And then what I'm going to do is use the F87 and apply it in a couple areas of my face. And then we will go back in and blend all of that out. So I always start on the outer perimeter of my face and go inwards, mainly because, at least for me, because I have larger pores, it seems to get cakier when I start in the center of my face and work out. So for me, that's how it works, but if it works differently or better for you, then do whatever way is best. And I love this brush mainly because it's super easy to blend your foundation down into the neck. It's always a super important part to make sure that you don't look like you're wearing a mask or anything, and to make sure it blends nicely into your skin. So having this angle on this brush really helps with that. And it also makes it really easy to go around the hairline and not worry about getting foundation in your hairline because of the unique shape of this brush. And I love how easily, since it's pointed, it can get right under your eye and get into those hard to reach places. And then it kind of contours to your nose as well. And so now my foundation is on and nicely blended out, so I'm going to take my concealer again. I'm going to conceal under my eyes. So I'm first going to use my finger to apply it underneath my eye, and then any other area that I like to add a little extra concealer. And then we can go back in with the 40 HD brush. This brush makes it super easy to blend out, mainly because all of the bristles are nice and concentrated. Okay, so next for contouring, I'm just going to take a stick contouring foundation. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation. And I'm going to contour my cheeks out. and along my forehead as well. And I'm going to go in with the F87 brush. Before using this brush, make sure that you clean it off using a brush cleaner, especially if you used it to apply your foundation, because it will actually end up making your cream contour get a little bit muddy. So as you know, a couple weeks ago I posted a volume 1 dimensional brush little tutorial on my Instagram, self-promo, and I really did like them. I am all about the blending sponge, so trying to step out of my comfort zone and use brushes was definitely different for me. Not necessarily new, just different, because I'm just like really in love with my blending sponge. But getting used to these brushes was so easy, and honestly with some of my foundations I have preferred using brushes over sponges anyway. So the first volume 1 set we'll go over really quickly just because I mentioned it, but that has these 2 brushes here. So one of them is the F83 curved kabuki, which I mentioned. This one is really great for applying foundation. Then the 3D HD Max kabuki, which is really great for contouring and applying foundation as well. So I really like these brushes, but then they're launching the volume 2 set, which are the Edge kabuki, the F87 brush, and then they're also launching the 4D HD kabuki brush, which is right here. So I really like these brushes. They're super soft. They make it really easy for you to blend out your foundation or your cream contours, your concealers, etc. And I've been actually pleasantly surprised using them because, like I said, I am so in love with using my blending sponge that I couldn't imagine myself actually enjoying using these brushes, but I do. So all in all, I do feel like these brushes are a great addition to your makeup brush collection, and I would highly recommend, as long as you get all of the volume 1 and the volume 2, just so that you have enough to do a full face of makeup. But if you are just looking for brushes for contour, then volume 2 is absolutely perfect for what you're looking for. Alright guys, that's all I have for today's video. Make sure, if you haven't already, to click that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.